Are you ready for some breaking AI news? We're diving deep into the brand new Grok 3 AI,
Oh, yeah.
launching later today, and you're hearing it here first.
Hot off the press.
Straight from the Economic Times. They've got all the details.
There's the juicy
So
details.
by the end of this deep dive,
You'd be totally in the know.
you'll know exactly what Grok 3 is, why it matters, and how it stacks up against its biggest rival,
The one and only.
ChatGPT. Ready to break it down?
Absolutely. Let's dive in.
All right, so the Economic Times tells us Grok 3 is set to launch at 8 p.m. Pacific time tonight, Monday, February 17th, 2025.
Mark your calendars.
That's 0400 GMT on Tuesday for our international listeners.
Don't miss it.
Get ready. AI history is about to be made.
It's going to be big.
Now, here's the question. What makes Grok 3 different? It's like this epic battle
Real clash of the titans.
between Grok 3, trained on synthetic data, and ChatGPT.
Which learn from real-world data.
Think of it like two Olympic athletes training for the big game.
Each with their own unique approach.
So, synthetic data, what's the deal with that?
Well, it sounds futuristic, and in a way it is. It's basically information created artificially, often using algorithms designed to mimic real-world patterns.
So instead of feeding Grok 3 tons of text and code, they created a whole virtual library for it.
Precisely. Think of it as a custom-designed training program.
So it's like a digital boot camp for AI.
You got it. The advantage is you can create huge amounts of data tailored to specific needs.
I see. So it's all about control.
Absolutely. You can address potential biases, fine-tune the learning process, and even create scenarios that don't exist in the real world.
Wow. That's pretty amazing. But are there any downsides to this approach?
That's a great question.
I mean, could relying on synthetic data make Grok 3 less prepared for the real world?
Well, that's a key question researchers are exploring.
Right.
You see, while synthetic data offers control and scalability, it has to be carefully crafted to reflect the nuances of real-world data.
I see. So it can't be too perfect.
Exactly. If it's too idealized, the AI might struggle to generalize its learning to messy, unpredictable situations.
So it's a balancing act.
It is.
You need the right mix of control and realism
Precisely.
to create an AI that can thrive in the real world.
A delicate balance indeed.
Now, here's where things get even more interesting. Grok 3 can self-correct for logical consistency.
Oh, now that's exciting.
It reviews its own work, spots errors, and fixes them.
Wow.
How groundbreaking is that?
That's a significant step forward. This self-correction suggests a deeper level of understanding and reasoning.
So it's not just mimicking, it's actually thinking.
Precisely. It means Grok 3 can potentially learn and adapt on its own, becoming more accurate and reliable over time.
That's a game changer.
Imagine an AI that's constantly improving.
Now, we can't talk about Grok 3 without mentioning the mastermind behind it,
The one and only.
Elon Musk. This AI is the brainchild of his XAI company,
He's always pushing boundaries.
and he's pretty confident about Grok 3.
Oh, yeah.
The Economic Times quotes him saying, Grok 3 has very powerful reasoning capabilities. In the tests we've done so far, it's outperforming anything that's been released that we're aware of.
Bold words.
He's not holding back.
It definitely raises the stakes.
Now, speaking of competition, let's talk about the rivalry between Musk and OpenAI.
The creators of ChatGPT.
This story highlights the different visions in the AI world.
It's a fascinating dynamic.
So rewind back to 2015.
Back in the day,
Musk co-founded OpenAI.
a nonprofit focused on ethical AI.
Right, for the benefit of humanity.
A noble goal.
But things have changed.
It's like a plot quest.
Musk reportedly offered a whopping $97.4 billion to buy OpenAI's assets last year.
That's a huge offer.
But the OpenAI board rejected it.
They're sticking to their nonprofit roots.
So we have this clash of ideologies.
Tradition versus disruption.
Musk, the for-profit innovator.
Versus OpenAI's commitment to a more cautious approach.
And it gets even more complicated.
Oh.
Musk filed a lawsuit against OpenAI,
A legal battle in the world of AI.
claiming they've strayed from their original mission.
It's getting intense.
So we have high-stakes drama.
Between Musk and OpenAI,
And then Grok 3 enters the scene.
with its unique training and impressive claims.
It's enough to make your head spin.
Hold on tight.
Now, let's get back to this synthetic data thing.
It's a key piece of the puzzle.
It's so crucial to Grok 3's development.
We need to unpack this further.
Let's break it down for our listeners.
Right.
Synthetic data.
Yeah.
It's like building a virtual world of information.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
But how does that actually work?
Imagine this. You want to train an AI to recognize birds.
Okay.
Instead of collecting millions of photos of real birds, You create a program that generates images based on specific parameters.
So you're creating digital birds.
Precisely.
Yeah.
And because it's digital, you have complete control.
I see. That makes sense.
You can generate as many birds as you need with any variation you want.
It's like a digital bird factory.
You got it. You can even create birds that don't exist in the real world.
That's wild. But how does this apply to Grok 3?
It's not just about birds.
Right.
The principle is the same. Instead of bird images, Grok 3 was trained on synthetic text and code.
A vast digital library.
Tailored to cover a wide range of topics and styles.
So it's like giving Grok 3 a crash course in human language.
But in a controlled environment.
But you mentioned there are downsides to using synthetic data.
Yes, there are challenges.
Can you tell us more about this?
Of course. The biggest challenge is ensuring that the synthetic data accurately reflects the real world.
Right, it can't be too perfect.
If your digital bird factory only produces birds with symmetrical wings, your AI might not recognize a real bird with a crooked wing.
Ah, I get it.
It's about finding that balance between control and realism.
So the synthetic data needs to prepare Grok 3 for the messy reality of human communication.
Precisely.
Now, with this innovative training, a powerful supercomputer, and a launch just hours away.
This is where it gets exciting.
Are you ready for the next stage of our deep dive?
Absolutely. Let's explore what Grok 3's arrival could mean for the world of AI.
Oh, let's do it.
It's really interesting to think about how Grok 3 might shake things up in the AI world.
Yeah.
We already have big players like ChatGPT.
Right.
And now Musk jumps into the ring.
It's like a tech showdown. Everyone wants to rule the AI kingdom.
A real battle of the bots.
But how will Grok 3 affect us, everyday people?
That's the big question.
What's it all going to mean for our lives?
Well, on a practical level, Grok 3 could really speed up AI development.
Oh.
Competition usually leads to more innovation.
Right.
So we might see even better AI products and services.
Like super helpful AI assistants and chatbots.
Yeah.
The kind that are so human-like, it's almost scary.
That's both exciting and a little unsettling.
Definitely a little unsettling.
Imagine AI handling your schedule, your emails,
Wow.
even doing creative work,
Whoa.
all tailored just for you.
That sounds amazing, but also kind of scary.
It does raise questions about our own roles.
Exactly. If AI is doing so much, what are we left to do?
Right.
It's like we're on this tightrope.
Between convenience and maybe losing something important.
Yeah, like losing something essential.
The goal shouldn't be to replace humans,
Right.
but to make us better.
To enhance us.
That's the key word, enhance.
Using AI to make our lives better.
Without losing sight of what makes us human.
I like that. Synergy, not replacement.
Exactly.
So zooming out, what does this whole AI race tell us about where society is going?
Well, it definitely shows that AI is becoming more and more important.
It's not science fiction anymore.
It's happening right now.
It's happening so fast.
The pace of development is mind-blowing.
Remember that supercomputer built in 8 months?
Yeah.
It's crazy how fast things are moving.
It speaks to the urgency and ambition behind this AI race.
Absolutely. But it's not just about speed. It's about direction, too.
That's an important point.
We see these contrasting approaches,
Yeah.
like Musk's drive for profit versus OpenAI's non-profit mission.
Yeah. It makes you wonder, will AI mostly serve corporations or will it benefit everyone?
That's a huge question.
It's one we have to grapple with.
As AI becomes more powerful and more integrated into our lives, we have to be really careful about the values guiding its development.
We need to be intentional.
So it's not just about the technology itself.
It's about how we as a society choose to use it.
That's a lot of responsibility.
It is, but it's also empowering.
All right, back to Grok 3.
Yeah.
What are you most excited to see it used for?
What potential applications really make you think, wow, this could change everything?
Yeah, what gets you pumped?
Well, knowing about Grok 3's self-correction and reasoning skills,
Right.
I think about areas like scientific research.
Interesting.
It could analyze massive amounts of data,
Yeah.
maybe even contribute to breakthroughs in medicine or climate science.
That's incredible, like having an AI scientist working alongside human scientists.
Exactly. It could accelerate discoveries that could help everyone.
And what about education?
Oh, that's another exciting area.
Yeah, imagine personalized learning experiences.
Tailored to each student.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Grok 3 could help create individualized learning plans.
So it's not just convenience, it's about solving some of the world's biggest problems.
It has the potential to make a real impact.
And let's not forget about creativity.
Ah, yes, the artistic side of AI.
What could Grok 3 do for artists, writers, musicians?
It could be a powerful tool,
Helping them explore new ideas,
breaking boundaries.
leading to new forms of art we can't even imagine yet.
The possibilities are endless.
This is where things get really mind-blowing.
AI collaborating with humans on creative projects.
It's like a whole new world of art and expression.
It's an exciting time to be alive.
But with all this excitement comes responsibility.
Right.
We have to think about the ethical side of AI as it gets more advanced.
We can't ignore that.
Absolutely.
We need to make sure AI is used for good,
For fairness,
for respecting human dignity.
not just as a tool for the powerful.
These conversations need to happen everywhere, not just among tech people,
We all need to be informed and engaged.
to make sure AI benefits everyone.
It's a collective effort.
So we've talked about the benefits, the ethics, the big picture,
We've covered a lot.
and now Grok 3 is about to launch.
This is a big moment for AI.
It really makes you wonder, what's next? What will the future hold?
What do you think?
Well, I think we'll see even faster advancements in AI technology.
The pace is only going to accelerate.
We're already seeing breakthroughs happening so quickly,
Yeah,
and that trend is going to continue.
I agree.
We're on the verge of major breakthroughs in natural language processing, computer vision,
Machine learning.
all of that.
These advancements will push the limits of what AI can do,
It's going to be wild.
opening up possibilities we can't even comprehend yet.
And as AI gets smarter, it's going to become more integrated into our daily lives.
More pervasive.
We'll see AI-powered tools and applications everywhere.
From healthcare to entertainment,
It's almost like AI will become invisible.
seamlessly woven into our world.
But it's not all sunshine and roses, right?
Not necessarily.
There are potential risks with AI that we need to be aware of,
That's important to remember.
like jobs being replaced by AI,
privacy concern.
the possibility of AI being used for harmful purposes.
These are real concerns.
We can't just focus on the benefits and ignore the downsides.
It's about finding a balance.
So what should we be doing?
As we move forward, we need to prioritize responsible AI development.
And ethical governance,
We need to make sure AI is used for good,
promoting fairness and equality.
respecting human dignity and autonomy.
It's a complex challenge,
It is.
but it's one we have to address
We need to find that sweet spot where AI can truly benefit humanity.
without compromising our values.
It's a journey that requires collaboration.
Between everyone,
Technologists, policymakers, ethicists, and society as a whole.
we all have a role to play.
It's a conversation we need to have together.
So Grok 3 is about to launch.
It's a new chapter in the story of AI.
What will that chapter hold? Who knows?
Only time will tell.
But it's going to be fascinating to see what happens.
It's going to be a wild ride,
And we'll be here to guide you through it,
breaking down the latest developments.
exploring the implications for you.
Stay tuned.
All right, so we've really dug deep into Grok 3 today, its potential impact, the whole AI landscape.
It's a lot to take in.
Yeah, for sure.
But now, let's bring it back to you, the listener.
Right.
What does this all mean for you? How do you feel about all of this AI stuff?
Yeah, it can be pretty overwhelming, right?
Absolutely.
There's so much hype,
So much information flying around.
and it's all changing so fast.
So how do you make sense of it all?
That's the question.
I think it starts with thinking critically.
Okay, what do you mean?
Don't just believe everything you hear.
Right.
Question the claims. Consider different perspectives.
Do your own research.
And most importantly, form your own opinions.
So it's like anything new, you got to approach it with a bit of skepticism,
Yeah?
but also curiosity.
Exactly. Be curious. Ask questions.
Don't be afraid to experiment.
Try out different AI tools.
See how they can work for you in your own life.
You don't really understand something until you've experienced it.
I like that. Get your hands dirty.
And then talk about it.
Share your experience.
So with your friends, family, colleagues.
Have those conversations about AI.
The more we discuss these things openly,
The better prepared we'll be,
to navigate this new world together.
because it's a new world for sure.
It is.
So as we wrap up today's deep dive,
Yeah.
I want to leave you with this thought.
Okay.
Remember those sci-fi stories where AI takes over?
The robots become self-aware.
Yeah, and either they save humanity or destroy it.
The classic
Yeah.
AI takeover scenario.
So I think we're realizing that the reality of AI is more complicated.
It's more subtle.
It's not going to be this sudden, dramatic thing.
We're in a Hollywood movie.
It's going to be a gradual process.
A series of choices.
Adaptations we make along the way.
And the choices we make today will determine what that future looks like.
That's a powerful thought.
It is.
So as you go about your day, as you use technology, think about it.
You have a role to play in shaping the future of AI.
It's not just about the engineers and scientists.
It's about all of us.
So stay informed,
Stay engaged.
and most importantly, stay curious.
Curiosity is key.
The future of AI is in our hands.
What an exciting time to be alive.
So go out there, witness history in the making.
Grok 3 is launching later today.
Who knows what amazing things this new AI will be capable of.
We can't wait to find out.
And we'll be here to break it all down for you.
Until next time.
Stay curious.